Hello guys, welcome to the latest episode of Every Platform and welcome to Merseyside. It's the second video from Merseyside and today we are at West Allerton station, which is technically on the West Coast Main Line, Liverpool section, as Avanti do come through here to go to South Park and eventually Runcorn and onwards to London. This station is served primarily by Northern on their Liverpool Lime Street to Manchester Oxford Road services. There's also, I think, Helens Central services that stop here as well, so they've either increased it or they stop here too, or they might just stop here and not Mosley Hill. I don't know, it's weird. So today here on the episode of Every Platform, you'll see services from Northern. You'll also hopefully see Avanti on maybe this first bit, but you will definitely see Transpennine Express, and you may or may not see EMR and TFW, but we'll see. But you definitely will see Northern and you definitely will see Transpennine Express. So yes, so we'll talk about the station in a moment. SG Minor, what's the number next to your channel name again? 21. SG Minor 21. I was about to say 47 for some weird reason, I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know either. SG Minor 21. We also got others joining today, but they'll be along in the video later. So if you do check out any updates on trips and posts, check out my Facebook group. There is a pinned post in my Facebook group which details every trip that I'm doing and the date it's happening. So if you do want to know what trip is happening and when, and you do want to come along to a trip, join the Facebook group, look at the pinned post, and you'll see the dates. I update it every single time a trip is over, so I'll update it after this one. Also check out my Instagram story update, update that regularly, and also my Twitter at KTVids96. So without further ado, let's begin today's episode of Every Platform here at West Allerton and the rest of the Merseyside stations we're going to. Update you soon. So quick little overview of the station. So this station is located in the suburb of Allerton, which is the Liverpool suburb. So we are technically in Liverpool right now. The station as well is served always by Northern, but it is actually sponsored by Mersey Travel, which hence why Merseyrail have got the station signage, because although they don't serve here, it's part of the Mersey Travel scheme, which they sort of are part of, and you know, they want to make it yellow. That's probably the excuse. What else is there to say? The station also, so to the south there actually was a station called Allerton, which was just to the south, but it actually closed to make way for Liverpool South Parkway opening in 2005, 2006, something like that. As you can tell, it's quite a new station. Newer, not new. But yeah, so that station did close, and then it was to make way for South Parkway to open. So yes. The trains that serve here are usually sprinters and 195s. So the 195s regularly call here if they do Manchester Oxford Road or Warrington, but then otherwise you get 150s, 156s, maybe the occasional 150-2 if you're lucky, but you probably won't. And if you're really lucky, you might even get a 158, but you probably won't, because they don't run around here unless it's EMR. So yeah, that is West Allerton station, and we're going to move on to the other station on the main line in a minute, Mosley Hill, and we're going to get a bus there, of course we are. Update you soon. Right, passing through now, we've got a couple of 185s on a service from Cleethorpes to Liverpool Lime Street. .185, 116 and 113, and I think we have a Pendolino coming through as well. Avanti West Coast service to London Euston. .390.049. So there you go, you do see Avanti in this video.
There we go.
Happy days. Right, passing through now, we've got another Pendolino from London Euston to Liverpool Lime Street. This one will probably be running quite slowly because the 185s are just in front. It is 390013. And that one goes. That's West Allerton done. We're now heading to Mosley Hill. Okay, so we're on board bus number 1. It's a VDL DB300 right, Gemini 2. We'll hear it accelerate away in a second. But it is a Riva Merseyside. We'll run this one. There goes the 80. That was a very quick journey. That's the only short journey we've got on a bus today, so just a shame it was a good bus. Hey ho. So we're going to head to Mosley Hill station and we'll update you in a minute. Right, passing there's 35257 and 35233 on a service from Birmingham New Street to Liverpool Lime Street, operated by London North Western Railway, who I forgot to say we also see here. Silly me. So yeah, we're now at Mosley Hill. The sign says it's for Sudley House. I've no idea what that is. I have no idea what it is, but if anyone wants to comment and say what it is, feel free. But huh? Oh, and there's a plane. Yes. Yeah, that's taken off from John Lennon's airport, Liverpool John Lennon Airport. So we'll talk about the station in a second, but it's the same frequency, same pattern as West Allerton. I'll update you in a second. So again, a suburban station in Liverpool. Mosley Hill opened in... Oh, so it was actually renamed even, sorry. It was opened in the 1891. Sorry, 1864 even, but was actually renamed from Mosley Hill to Aigburth, which is actually an area, bigger area of Liverpool Merseyside, which is nearby to here. But it was renamed from Mosley Hill to Aigburth and then got renamed back to Mosley Hill in the 60s and then kept its name ever since. This station does have step-free access, but West Allerton doesn't. That was one thing to note as well, because yeah, you cannot, there's, yeah, that's not actually been done up, and I'm quite surprised by that. But yeah, so yeah, that is Mosley Hill station. The platform layout is a bit different here, so platforms 1 and 4 are the ones that are used the most. The reason for that is because obviously there is a lot of traffic that comes in from here to Liverpool Lime Street. So 1 and 4, these two platforms will be used to allow for faster trains to overtake the stoppers when they need to overtake them, basically. And it just allows for them to sit here and then cross over onto the main line when they need to, because obviously there's only a certain amount of lines going into Lime Street. So yeah, it is sort of like an overtaking thing. There is a few stations like that, but this is one of them. Brockenhurst in Hampshire is another example of that one. Stoppers will let the fasters overtake. That's the first one off the top of my head I can think of anyway. So that's Mosley Hill done, and we're now going to head into Lime Street, and we're going to head to Broad Green next. We'll update you soon. Okay, arriving in now is the 0916 Northern service from Warrington Central to Liverpool Lime Street. 195131. I saw this at South Parkway, so I know it's definitely from Warrington. update you in a minute. Right, so now here at Liverpool Lime Street, 195131 just sat there, 350257 sat there, 158857 sat there. You got a taste of East Midlands, there you go, and 390013 sat there. We have got a couple other people who have arrived now. TGSCK Productions, Cameron. I know. And Mr. Brandon, Southern Train Spot 2006, who has spent the entire night getting here. Haven't you? So yeah, we've got one more person coming along, but we'll reveal who that is soon. For now though, we're going to make our way over to the next stop. Right, 319383 is here. This is going to be our train to take us over to Broad Green. I always love a good ride on the 319 because they are great trains, and they're one of the old electric units that still go strong today. They're not the best, but they are very nice. But the best electric or rail electric units, as they're known as, for me, are the 321s, but now they're gone. So these do get in the top 5, I think. But yeah, yeah, we'll head in and we'll update you shortly. Right, we're now reached Roby station. The partner now is 319383. Also sat here at the moment, or about to go, it's 323225 on a northern service. But we are here now at Roby. This station, we'll talk about in a minute, but we are on a different line now, so we're on the line towards Wigan, the Liverpool to Wigan line. So yeah, we'll update you in a minute. Right, passing through now, we've got a Transpennine Express 802 heading to York. Yep, 802 218. And that one goes. Right, so quick little fact about Roby station. Then the station opened in 1830 as part of the Liverpool and Manchester Railway. The station has had a few name changes. It used to be called Roby Lane Gate, or Roby Gate as it was also known, before it got changed back to Roby. The station is an interesting one because it had 4 platforms originally, then it got cut down to 2 platforms, and then when the line got electrified recently, it went back to 4. So now we're on 4 platforms. So it's gone from 4 to 2 back to 4. So good bit of history that. So the train service is fairly good. The services to Manchester Airport from Liverpool Lime Street, the services to Blackpool North, I don't know if they stop here though, but the Wigan North Western ones also stop here, as we just got off 319383, which was a Liverpool Lime Street to Wigan North Western service. So yeah, but yeah, that is Roby station. It does serve the village of Roby in Merseyside, so it does serve this is a village station. Yeah, but the line is known as the City Line, really, the electrified City Line to Manchester and Liverpool Lime Street. So next stop for us is Broad Green. Update you soon. Right, the partner now is 331013, the 1012 northern service to Manchester Airport. From Liverpool Lime Street. So there goes that one. That one goes via Rainhill and St Helens, I believe, and then eventually through Newton the Willows, I think. So yeah, that one goes. Right, arriving in now is the 1028 northern service to Liverpool Lime Street from Wigan North Western. 319384 has just departed, heading to Wigan. And we're now going to take this one back to Broad Green. And we've got 319386.
No, 366.
366, I thought it said 8. 366. In fairness, I've been up early in the morning, but I can't say that because Brandon's been up since last night. So, anyway, update you soon. Right, heading out now is going to be 319366. We're now here at Broad Green station in broad daylight. I'm sorry, I had to. So, then on goes. We're now here at Broad Green, slightly staggered, but not greatly staggered, but yeah, just one of them, I think. Right, so we'll update you in just a moment. So, this station is Broad Green now. To actually start, the fact about this, well, it says the Broad Green district of Liverpool. That's the first thing. But this station opened in 1830, and it opened just before Roby did open. This station is the world's oldest actively operating railway station, Broad Green. There's not a station in the world that is older than this one. It doesn't look old because it's having loads of work done, but the station has been open since 1830 and hasn't actually changed. So that's what makes it so sort of unique now. The station's 2 platforms, unlike Roby. Station is just on the well, Liverpool Lime Street to Manchester Airport, as well as Wigan North Western. The electrification was March 2015, so it wasn't as recent as I thought it was. But then I realised I've actually been here in 2016, so I should have actually known that. So yeah, anyway, silly me. The oldest passenger station before this was actually Crown Street, but that station's now closed, so this station is the oldest. Got a pass there. Passing through there was ex-Thameslink 319372, heading to Blackpool North. Still in its ex-livery as well. They haven't really done anything to that, which is interesting. But yeah, about 110 yards to the east of the station there's also an abandoned North Liverpool extension line, which they planned to open but never did. But now it's just part of the Transpennine walking trail. So yeah. So that's Broad Green, and we're going to head to Prescot next. We'll update you soon. So as the station is having a lot of work done to it, it basically means that the subway that connects the 2 platforms is closed at the moment. So we're having to follow these signs outside of the station and go alongside a dual carriageway to actually get around to the platform. You sort of have to go around, and it's kind of strange. There's the dual carriageway just up there, but yeah, so you've got to sort of go around this way to actually get across to the other platform, which is really strange. So we're going to follow the signs and see where it takes us. Update you soon. It just gets weirder. So this is Broad Green's car park, and we're still actually trying to make our way over to the other platform, and it's actually platform 2. We're actually just on the main road now. We're not even anywhere remotely near a railway, and we're just seeing these signs pop up saying platform 2 is this way. They've really had to go to work on this to actually get people where they need to be. Yeah, you've got to literally, this is the most convoluted way to get around anywhere, but it's underneath this dual carriageway here. Ah, I see, and then underneath this bridge, and then it's on the other side, so we'll update you when we get there. Right, arriving now is 319 367. Made it to the other side. I nearly got lost, but we're heading to Prescot. Update you soon. Okay, we now reached Prescot station. The partner now is 319 367. So I'll update you in a minute. Okay, so here we are at Prescot station. So this station opened in 1871 by the London and North Western Railway, just like all of them. This station is also home to the Shakespeare North Playhouse, so a very big theatrical place. This, yeah, basically it was one of William Shakespeare's venues that he would perform at. So it was named after him anyway. Whether he performed there, I don't know. We've got a train passing, which is 319 379 from Blackpool North to Liverpool Lime Street. There that one goes. Anyway, so yeah, this station has had a bit of a facelift. In February 2020 it got granted a 20 million grant to improve accessibility, which they have seemed to have done, because they've installed lifts, they've installed everything else. So yes, I'm sure he also won't mind me saying, but whether or not he sees it, I don't know. But this station is also the local one of Mr. James, Scouse Train Spotter 1999, obviously someone who featured in my videos in the very early days of my channel. This is his local. As people who watch me, I think generally also have watched him, so will know that this is his local. I think that was kind of how it was back then. So yeah, it was either, because it used to be me, him and Jared, Tornado 922, sort of did trips together. So yeah, this is his local, so I've covered it now. Whether or not he sees it or not, I don't know, but hey ho, hello James if you do see it. Anyway, we're going to head off to Thatto Heath now. Is it? Yeah, I think that's how you say it, and update you from there. Right, so we're now on board Stagecoach Man E300 heading over to Descam. This is on the 10A, which is heading to St Helens from Liverpool. And we're going to be taking this to Thatto Heath. As you can see, standard Stagecoach Paquette, never changes unless you're on a particular one. And right there is a 99, which is operated by Link Network, and that's a Mini E200 MMC. So 24159 is our fleet number, and we're now going to head over to Thatto Heath, and we'll update you soon. Okay, so we're now here at Thatto Heath, and about to depart now is going to be an E300 heading over to St Helens on the 10A. So that's a MAN E300, manufactured by them. So yeah, so we're now here at Thatto Heath, and we'll update you in a minute. Right, there goes 319 379. heading over to Liverpool Lime Street from Blackpool North. Here we are at Thatto Heath station. We just got off, obviously, that stagecoach 10A, operated by the E300. It was a very nice bus, by the way. I very much like that. I've not done a man E300, especially not one of that particular spec, so it was very, very nice. So we're going to head off to the next station on the plan, so we'll be updating you shortly on that, but for now we'll talk about this station in just a moment. Okay, so this station is Thatto Heath. Along with the line, this station opened in 1871, obviously part of the electrification in 2015 as well. So Thatto Heath, there isn't a lot of facts to it. The interesting thing is, at the very far end of this station there is a very small wooden ticket office which is staffed from beginning to end of service. It's just weird because it's like, I think it's good to have them actually on the platform, because obviously it gives it that greater awareness, but I also understand that bigger stations will have it in a concourse, but at these little stations it'd be good to have like a little hut on a platform to show that that option is there to speak to a human being. But I know some stations are like it. This station is obviously doing it. I know there are a few others that do have it, but it's quite cool. Another station that was like that was Southbourne. If you remember from my West Sussex, most recent West Sussex video, I visited Southbourne, and that had a like a little wooden hut ticket office as well. So yeah. As for the frequency on the line, it's every 30 minutes. Liverpool to Wigan North Whiston, and that's basically about it. The station doesn't really have a great deal of history of it. Thatto Heath is a suburban station within St Helens, which is where we are in at the moment. It's just like an area basically, but yeah. Interestingly though, St Helens, or this area, is historically located in Lancashire, but it's not actually categorised as being in Lancashire, but historically it used to be, because Lancashire used to cover a greater area, but not anymore. So yeah, not much facts about this station, but hey ho, we move. Next stop is Eccleston Park. I'll update you soon. Right, coming through now, we've got a service to Blackpool North.
Blackpool North?
Oh. For some reason I thought Blackpool was that way. It's not. Liverpool is that way. 309 378. So the other one you saw was actually to Blackpool, which went that way. So Liverpool Lime Street, that one is 309 378. Right, arriving now is the 1214 Northern service to Liverpool Lime Street from Wigan North Whiston. It's going to be our train to take us to Eccleston Park, one stop along. One or two stops along. I think it is one, yeah. We thought it'd be busy, but it's not. It's all right. Update you soon. Okay, we're now here at Eccleston Park station, and the partner now is going to be 319 309 367, heading off to Liverpool Lime Street from Wigan North Whiston. So another suburban station within St Helens, I believe, this one. Looking quite nice actually, this station. We'll talk about it in just a moment, and we're only here for about 20 minutes, and then we're going to St Helens Central, so update you soon. Right, this station is Eccleston Park, located on the Liverpool to Wigan line. The station is located in the civil parish of Eccleston in Merseyside. It's Eccleston Park area of St Helens, really, which is like a civil parish of St Helens, or sort of nearby. Again, Station doesn't hold a great deal of facts. Opened in 1871 along with the line, a bit like the others. Yeah, these stations, so looking at the station, it looks nice. It looks like it's been really well looked after. Platform across from there, platform 2, really well looked after. This looks like one of the nicer Merseyside commuter stations, which is always a good positive. That so I am actually going to mention something quite funny. I think someone has no, I don't know, I just think someone's going mad with that little departure screen because it's tiny. Whoever made that, I think someone's budget cutting, because that looks tiny. I suppose it only needs to be basic here because it is only a half-hourly service, but the other stations don't have it at that size. Yeah, right outside the station is also a water pumping station, so yeah, good fun. Anyway, that's it for Eccleston Park. We're now going to move on to St Helens Central. Update you soon. Okay, arriving in now is the 12:38 service to Liverpool Lime Street, 309-383. It's to Wigan North Whiston. If I said Liverpool Lime Street, I apologise. My centre direction failed again. It is Wigan North Whiston, and we're taking us to St Helens Central. I'll update you soon. Right, departure now is going to be 319-383, heading off from St Helens Central, which is where we are now. There is a VDL right pulsar that's just gone above as well. So this station is one of the busiest stations on the line. It is also home to the World of Glass, which is quite a big attraction, especially up north. I've heard of it as well, and I'm from the south. There's also the big shopping centre, which is nearby as well. But the actual station building is really modern, really new. And well, not really new, but more modern than some. So yeah, interestingly enough, this station also gets 2 Transpennine express services a day, usually towards Glasgow, one to Preston, one to Glasgow. But today it would only be Preston if it did stop. It's also home to the Northwest Museum of Road Transport, so a very vintage bus museum. I sounded a bit scouse when I said that, didn't I? That wasn't intentional. But yeah, there is also another station in St Helens which we are also going to today, which is St Helens Junction. But yeah, here is the station, and we're going to have a look at the outside in a minute as well. So we're outside St Helens Central now, and there is the station. It looks quite incredible, I will say. It's almost like a big dome, isn't it, when you look outside of it. Look at the big Merseyrail sign there, the National Rail sign above it, and yeah, it just looks absolutely mad. I really like that. So yeah, that's what I wanted to admire about this station, is the fact that it has that amazing entrance. It just looks incredible. Just a big dome. Well, it is a dome. Kind of looks like a rabbit. Well, it looks like a rabbit ears when you look at it from an angle. That's a very bad description, I know, but you know what? I don't care. We're heading off to Garswood next. Update you soon. I have a bus station for you guys to admire. This is St Helens bus station, which we're just coming up to now. Home to lots of different bus services, local, and obviously the major ones, so Roby and Stagecoach. Hattons, Link Network and Heighton Travel, I believe, all come here. There is a Hattons Solo, an 08 plate, quite a long one, long wheelbase one as well. And then there's a Pulsar behind it, which is the 33, and then there's a Solo SR behind that. So yeah, I'm going to wait for our bus. As you can see, bus station is quite big. Nothing here at the moment, but we'll have a look again. Well, we'll wait for our bus to turn up and go from there. Quick look at St Helens bus station though for you guys, so there you go. Okay, so right now is the right Pulsar heading off to Wigan. It's actually in the Arriva Cotswold Stone livery, that one. So that was really nice to see. Considering that every other bus that's tracking on that route today is not a Cotswold Stone livery, it's a Journey Mark. That one was Cotswold Stone and the only one on it, and we were lucky to get it, so happy days. That's part one of our journey to Garswood. We're going to part two next, operated by Helens Travel, and we're taking a brand new 23 plated E200 MMC over to Garswood station, right outside the station. We'll update you soon. Okay, so now on board of Warrington's buses, Eclipse 2, E7 Eclipse 2, heading over to Garswood now. So fleet number 226. The seating actually looks really nice on these as well, so I'll give it that. We'll update you when we reach Garswood. So there goes D22 heading to Ashton Makerfield, and we're now here in Garswood. We're going to head to the station and we'll update you shortly.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Okay, so this station is Garswood. This station, it's an interesting one, this. It's not really. I always say that because they're all interesting, some. But yeah, very quick description about it because our train is here. We've got a 319 turning up. This is our 1451 to Wigan. So sorry, this is a bit of a brief visit. (319-367). I'll give you a couple of facts about Garswood. Look at that lovely station building there. It's really, really nice. And on the other side is exactly the same. We'll see you in Bryn. We'll update you soon. We are coming back here in a bit, so we'll talk more about that then. Okay, so we now reach Bryn station, and 319-367 is heading out to Wigan North Whiston. Its final stop. So the one fact about the station that I want to share with you, and it's only a basic one, is that this station is actually not in Merseyside. This station is in Greater Manchester, and the signage even represents as such, saying transport for Greater Manchester. So this whole line is basically Liverpool to Wigan. There's been Merseyrail signage, yellow all over, and you just got this one that's not, and Wigan obviously, but this one on the line is the only one that isn't Merseyrailed, which is, it's just such a weird thing, isn't it? You'd think that the whole line would at least give you, oh, it's also, by the way, the station isn't valid on the Merseyrail Saveway or Day Save, so you're not actually allowed to travel with, well, it's not actually valid on anything, so you actually have to get here a different, well, you have to buy your own ticket to get at least here, and it's valid on other lines and other ranges. So yeah, update you shortly. Right, going out now is 1359 to Liverpool Lime Street. That's 319384. Up there is one of the B network that has recently just been introduced. Go North West have taken over basically all of Greater Manchester's routes, or near enough all of them, and now they operate as B network, so they're all yellow, and some of them have got yellow stickers on them but have older liveries. So yeah, we're now going to head off back to Garswood, talk about that station because we didn't really get a chance to. Plan was to go back there anyway, but we're actually going to get back there. We were actually planning to use Warrington buses to get back, but instead of that, because of a delay to a bus, we used Warrington to get to Garswood. Instead of going to Garswood from Bryn, we used it to get to Garswood from St Helens via the 320. So this time we're going to use Stagecoach, but we're actually going to use Stagecoach on a so-called bus. I think you know what's coming. So when I said kind of bus, guys, this is what I meant. How are we enjoying our Mercedes-Benz Sprinter? Brandon's loving it. Sophie, enjoying it. Tom?
Yeah, this is good.
Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention he's in the video. Yorkshire train enthusiast. Oh, no. I'm sorry I forgot to mention you earlier. Cam's gone off into do some 777s, and we are just currently on a minibus, essentially, heading over to Garswood. This isn't actually as bad. It's actually quite enjoyable, actually. Maybe that bit wasn't, but anyway. The joys of doing this series is you bump into things like this. So we'll update you when we get to Garswood. Right, so we're now here at Garswood again, and just a rather interesting outlook because we had a minibus, this thing coming up now. That's the 157, which comes from Ashton in Markfield and goes to Rainford, I think it's called. That was a very interesting journey. We're back on the trains now. We've had our buses for now. We've got one more bus to go, which will be when we reach St Helens Junction at the end. We've got a little bit more to do, but we'll update you soon. There goes 319379 heading off to Liverpool Lime Street from Blackpool North. We're now back here at Garswood, and didn't really get a chance to talk about it earlier, just purely because we were kind of late getting here, so we ended up having to rush off to Bryn. But we're back here anyway because we had to change back here, so thankfully the plan saved us there. But yeah, not a lot of station, or this line used to have more services as well, because it used to be a line from Wigan to Chorley and Blackburn. There's a section that basically ran off from here. It used to be between St Helens and Blackburn. It used to come through here. Obviously that finished some time ago in the 60s, 1960 exactly actually, and they just commenced the Wigan services. So yeah, but yeah, you can see the station is well looked after. It's got a very nice station building. It's all very yellowified, as you would expect, so we're kind of back in that territory again. But yeah, a lot of these stations don't have the greatest of facts, but they are stations that need to be covered, so we've done them. So we've got a few more to go, not many left, but we'll update you soon. Okay, pulling in now is going to be the 1431 service to Liverpool Lime Street from Wigan North Western. So take us back to Heighton as we cross over to go to Rainhill, next stop, 319367. Update you when we reach Rainhill. Right, arriving now is going to be the 1615 to Manchester Airport. (331,014). It's going to take us to Rainhill. Update you shortly. Right, we're now here at Rainhill station. About to depart now is 331013. Zero on 4 even. Oops. So we're on the City line, which goes towards Manchester now. Goes by Newton the Willows to get there. And like by Eccles, Patrickcroft, all that direction. This station's lovely. This is Rainhill, and we'll update you in a minute. Okay, so this is Rainhill. Serves the district of Rainhill and Merseyside. So it's on the Liverpool to Manchester line. So this gets services between Liverpool Line Street and Manchester Airport via Manchester Piccadilly. It's a bit of a varied suffix. 309 service, 323s and 331s all service, whilst on the Wigan line it's purely 319s, or generally anyway it is. It's yeah, it's a nice little station, this. That bridge you can see over there, when we're walking towards as well, was one that a designer made. It was intended to take the Liverpool Warrington Manchester Turnpike across the railway, but which is that skew arch bridge right over there that you can see. That's what it's for. Obviously it never came to fruition, but hey ho. It was the first to skew. The bridge was the first skew to ever cross a railway, and is now a listed structure. That bridge there, the one beyond the footbridge, this older one, you can see it's a skewed bridge, you can tell, but it was the first one to ever do that. So this county has got a lot of history. That's something to say. But yeah, you can see the station outlook. It looks really, really nice. So I rate that. So we're going to head to Whiston next. So update you shortly. Right, arriving in now is going to be the 1626 Northern service to Manchester Airport, and this is going to be formed of a 331. It's going to take us to Lea Green. No, sorry, it's to Liverpool Lime Street. It's taking us to Whiston. What am I on about? I apologise. 331013, and this time it is 013. On my story I kind of put, it's a bit busy, but hey ho. I'll explain more in a minute. Right, we now reached Whiston station. (3311013), and here we are at Whiston. Another suburban station. This is the first one you reach when you leave Huyton, and looks very much, looks okay actually. The hole in the wall here looks rather interesting. Oh, this thing, it's not even a hole in the wall, it's completely blocked. No, it's not completely blocked off. It looks like a prison when you stand at it like this. Cam's in prison for what? Supporting Grimsby Town.
Don't diss the Mariners, mate. What is wrong with you?
Ha ha ha.
Hold on a minute. Saying I support Grimsby, you're losing to Brentford. Shush.
I know.
Don't care.
Brandon is in prison there. Do you know why? Because he supports a club that has Kai Havertz in their team.
At least we'll get somewhere, won't they?
Tom's in prison because he supports a club that are very, very controversial, Man City. And Sophie,
I'm not in prison.
well, you are, for being a Cardiff fan.
Sorry.
And James as well. You know James. Anyway, Definitely not going to say you're in prison because you're Welsh, but anyway, I'm joking, of course not. I like the Welsh. Anyway, right, let's carry on and update you soon. So, one fact about this station is actually going to be about the area. Whiston is basically where a certain Stephen Gerrard is from. Obviously the very well-known ex-Liverpool man who is now managing Al-Ettifaq in Saudi Arabia, and previously managed Rangers and Aston Villa. He came from Whiston, this area of Merseyside. So yeah, a bit of a nod to him, a notable person, because this station again doesn't have many facts about it, but it has a notable person who's from here. So there you go. Our next station is Lea Green. I'll update you soon. Right, pulling now is our 1648 Northern service to Manchester Victoria, 319 370. To Lea Green, the second before last station of today.
Let's just go.
I'll update you shortly.
Well, let's get
Right, out goes 319 370, heading out of Lea Green station. And update you in a minute. Here we are at Lea Green. Okay, here at Lea Green now, arriving is the 1706 Transpennine Express service to Newcastle.
210.
802 210. You'll see this one go out in a minute. Right, the partner now is the 1706 service to Newcastle. .802 210 doing that one. There goes that one. Right, so this station is Lea Green, located in St Helens, this station. It's near the suburb of Clockface, that's the name of the suburb that's nearest to it. The station itself was actually opened in 2000, so it wasn't the oldest station in the world. Yeah, 2000 it was open, so it's been open, what, 17th September, so just over 23 years, the station. There used to be another Lea Green station, which is called Lowfield Lane. Well, it's called Lea Green Road, and it opened in 1830. So again, another one of the early intermediate stations that were opened, and basically it was just like a little halt. It wasn't anything else but that. So yeah, and then there is another station which is about 2 miles away, which is Thatto Heath. So you can actually it is a bit of a walk, so 2 miles is probably about 30 to 40 minute walk from here to Thatto Heath, so that's sort of nearby-ish. So yeah, that is Lea Green. The station also serves Transpennine Express, as you can tell. They stop here on their Newcastle services going to Liverpool. Liverpool is the next stop after they leave here to go towards Liverpool, and then obviously they go to Newcastle and they run 802. So yeah. I also believe 397s come through here, but I don't think they stop here. I think it's only the Newcastle ones that do. So yeah, that is Lea Green. And hang on a minute, no, sorry, ignore me. The 397s don't come through here, they go via Wigan. So yeah, ignore me. I think they go via Wigan anyway. Just trying to think. Yes, no. No, actually, no, I actually think they come from Manchester. No, they don't. I'm talking rubbish, sorry. They do go via Wigan. Anyway, right. Next stop for us is St Helens Junction. Okay, arriving now is the 1725 Northern service to Manchester Airport. This is going to be 323235. Saying it's not in service, even though it is. We can take this one stop to St Helens Junction. Alright, we're now at St Helens Junction. And we'll update you when this train is heading off in this. Oh, this train's actually heading off now, so you might as well keep the clip on. Three two three two three five there, heading off. So this is the other St Helens station. It's a little bit more further out, this one, St Helens Junction. Usually a junction station is not exactly in the place it says it is. Same with a Parkway station. Some are, some aren't. And there's 323227. So a quick look at St Helens Junction station. It reminds me a little bit of Whiston in the way that it's got like this island, but it looks very, very grotty. Doesn't look like it's in its absolute glorious state. The other platform looks quite nice though, so I'll give that its due at least. So it's a quick visit here because we're going to head off. And yeah, we're going to go from there. So heading off, next stop will be, well, we're going to go back to St Helens Central, so I'll update you soon. Okay, so we're now here at St Helens Central, back here again after earlier on. Did say I was going to give you a couple of facts about St Helens Junction. Sorry we didn't get to do much footage, we had a bit of short time there, but hopefully, you know, you got a shot of the station, which is kind of the main thing anyway. So yeah, obviously we've covered quite a bit today. It's been very, very good. Again, St Helens Junction opened in 1830, so it is it's located in a suburb called Sutton. So yeah, I'll just say that. The station as well did originally used to have 4 platforms as well, and 2 of them were bay platforms for quite some time. It was until the 50s when they changed it. There was also a shuttle service to a station called St Helens Shore Street as well. So that all of that sort of ran through, hence the name St Helens Junction, because it isn't really a junction for much now other than that. But yeah, yeah, that's St Helens Junction. There's a little bit of history obviously saying that there was a shuttle service that ran in between them for a long time, but not anymore. You can see the station building for St Helens Central here. It's quite nice. Right, so I'm going to finish up here at St Helens Central with today's episode of Merseyside from Every Platform. So thank you all for watching today's episode of Every Platform. If you have liked what you've seen, do like and subscribe, and do leave any comments because I will get back to them as when I can. And any recommendations are welcome, so please do leave us in the comments. Again, I will stress, if you wish to check out any updates on trips, please check out my Facebook group and look at the pinned post, because otherwise you won't know when trips are happening, so you need to look on there. Cam, you're not in shot. Anyway, so don't ask what he was doing. Joining today was TGS UK Productions. No, not if you do that. There he is. SG Minor 21, Brandon, Southern Train Spot 2006, who's not been very nice, and also Tom, Yorkshire Train Enthusiast, who's now headed home. Today has been excellent. We covered quite a bit. We've covered 2 lines, which I'm really glad we covered. The electric line to Wigan, obviously Wigan not being covered itself, but that's been done another time. And of course the electrified Liverpool to Manchester line over to St Helens. I'm very happy that this bit's been covered, because after this it junctions on to Earlstown and Newton Le Willows, which will be covered another time. because that's going to be covered in a different line for a different day. So yeah, today's been excellent. We've covered so much, had a nice load of buses as well and a minibus. It's been really fun. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode of Every Platform, where I will be back in London and doing the East Grinstead and Uckfield lines. So obviously Uckfield is East Sussex, so technically East Sussex as well. But yeah, see you for that one. Bye. No.